recorded live at 4ZZZ Studios and broadcast across Brisbane on 102.1 FM.
You're listening to Z Games, where we bring you the best in gaming news, reviews, community and culture.
Want to get in touch? Text in on 0420 626 733.
G'day, cheekies. Welcome to Z Games.
Beat me to the punch.
She always.
I always do. It's my job. Jack's not here, so I got to beat someone to the punch.
Instantly red lines.
Just good.
Because I'm back.
That's the sign that we're doing well, right?
Yeah.
When the
Absolutely.
lines are red.
Yes.
Yeah. I try to aim for like a big brick of red.
I'm
Just
sure
so I
that's what
blow
people
Kosh's
say.
ears out when he edits.
Well, my name is Evie and I'm here with Millie, Rani and Caitlin.
Hi.
Ah, beautiful harmony.
Yeah, let's cacophony.
Well, today we're just going to be chatting about some
Caitlin.
news. Oh my God, give a straight face.
Sorry.
No more ASMR.
Impossible.
Man, we should go back to live streaming these
should.
things.
I know. Oh,
Live streaming?
Yeah, we live streamed a couple of our shows.
Yeah, we used to do it, then Jack just got bored of doing it.
Or
No,
something.
we'll
No,
bring it
there
back.
was that week where it just there was no
and then he
audio
just gave
coming
up.
through. Yeah.
We'll bring it back. We've got time.
Technology.
All right, I'm going to run down a bit of the program tonight. So
Let's
we're going
do
to have the news. There's actually been quite a lot happening, so we'll probably fill in on some more news after the news.
Yep.
So it's a lot of news.
We love news.
And then later on, we're all going to be discussing The Sims 4 Realm of Magic.
I'm so excited.
Woo!
I'm
subscriber!
Oh, thank you.
Thanks for subscribing,
Man, that
whoever you
thing's
are.
bright.
There you go. I did my brick. I'm happy.
There's probably just someone at home who's like got the reminder and they went, oh, fine, push.
Yeah, they're not even listening. But
even
thank
with
you,
us.
if you are.
Thank
we really
you.
appreciate
Thank you.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still going to be talking about The Sims later on the show, and I'm very, very excited because I think me and Rani have differing opinions.
Probably.
Unfortunately, I don't have that soundboard.
We can find it.
I really need to get some soundboards.
We have
Yeah,
that time.
We
Really?
need the, what's it called? The Seinfeld noise. You need the Seinfeld noise. Down, down. I don't know.
It might be copyrighted.
We are our own soundboard.
Or we could get the Law and Order. Dun dun. Yeah, dun dun. All right,
As long as they're public domain, it's fine.
I'll make a note to get a soundboard, and we'll do something with it.
I'm so sorry, Jack.
No, you're
He's
not.
like, I never
I'm
should
not
have
sorry.
Never be sorry.
All right. Well, on that note, let's listen to some news.
All right.
Woo!
This week in gaming news, Untitled Goose Game creators have topped the Nintendo charts, with players all around the world engaging with a game that started as a gag, about a menacing goose. The four Melbourne-based developers say they are overwhelmed by their sudden success, topping the Nintendo Switch charts in the UK and Australia since release in mid-September. The premise of the game is to create as big a mess as possible without the game involving gun violence or gruesome deaths. Untitled Goose Game is only the second game to have been released by House after their trailer for the game was released in 2017. They were signed on by US publishing company Panic. Dusseldorf, the founder of House says, "We can go on and keep making games as long as we'd like now." Nintendo lawyer John Kirby passes at 79. The man who defended Nintendo from Universal City Studios' copyright infringement suit had Kirby named after him in his honor. In 1982, Nintendo entered a lengthy lawsuit after Nintendo were asked to cease and desist based around the release of Donkey Kong, which they believed infringed on the trademark for King Kong. Nintendo only had 48 hours to stop selling, but also dispose of all their inventory. After a lot of back and forth, Nintendo hired John Kirby to represent the company and eventually set the record straight, which ended in Universal paying over $55,000 to Nintendo. Nintendo honoured John Kirby by naming a now much-loved character after him. Our condolences are with John Kirby's family and friends. Call of Duty Mobile passes 35 million downloads days after its release on October 1st. Activision says that Call of Duty Mobile has claimed the most downloaded slot for iOS app ranking in 100 countries. FIFA 20 debuts in the number one spot on the Australian charts, and Sony has confirmed its next-generation console, the PlayStation 5, will be released between October and December 2020. Sony have also confirmed that PlayStation 5 will have a new controller, which will feature something Sony call adaptive triggers. In a post from Jim Ryan, president and CEO of PlayStation, says, developers can program the resistance of the triggers so that you feel the tactile sensation of drawing a bow and arrow or accelerating off-road vehicle through rocky terrain. Sony has promised to share more information in the year ahead. PAX Australia, hosted in Melbourne, will have a wide range of things to do, from interesting panels and presentations to featuring forthcoming blockbuster games such as Marvel's Avengers and Doom Eternal, which will both be playable on PlayStation 4. Not to mention, Nintendo Switch will have advanced access to Hollow Knight Silk Song at the Nintendo booth, and Final Fantasy VII Remake will also be playable on PlayStation 4. And of course, the main highlight of PAX will be dozens of indie games on display. PAX will be on from Friday 11th of October until Sunday the 13th. Be sure to check it out. That's all this week in gaming news.
Ooh, PAX. I wish I was there.
at PAX.
Me too.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm so upset, man.
Yeah.
That exam got in the way.
Put your hand up if you wish you're at PAX.
Yeah, sorry guys.
Visual gag on the radio.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, we all want to, but
It was unanimous.
Yeah.
I have no money, so
No, but
that's
we're
why I'm
here talking to them,
Talking
At
about
them.
talking about them
talking about talking about PAX.
at people at PAX.
Well, Kosh is at PAX.
Everyone's
it's-
at PAX.
Son of a
It's
Everyone's
okay,
at
he's
PAX.
still gonna have to deal with this.
I know. Adrian's at PAX too.
Yeah.
Yeah, the drifter.
Remember
who
him?
left
Stop
us.
triggering me, people.
Yeah, and Jack's at PAX.
Hey!
So they're all
He
at
gets an
PAX.
extra boo though.
Yeah, because
well,
he's
he's
leaving us.
You can turn me down if you need to. I don't know why it's so loud.
Why am I so loud today?
Nah. Yeah. Oh,
just
I've never
excited.
been to PAX.
I've never been
I've
either.
Yeah.
We should all
man.
go next year,
Next year.
and they can
That's
run
it.
the show.
Girls trip. to
Girls
PAX.
trip.
You know what? We should do that.
Yeah.
We should.
I think we would do better recon missions and interviews
Yeah.
than Jack and Kosh. So
Absolutely.
Just saying.
absolutely,
People will
absolutely.
be more willing to talk to us too, right?
Because we're
obviously because we're
girls.
girls, right?
right? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Let's go with that.
Maybe
We
they
can-
might actually be more scared sometimes.
That's good. That's what you want as a woman, to be scary.
Be scared of me.
If someone's scared of you, you're doing something
Intimidation.
right. Yeah. That's it. That's the goal.
I love
Beauty.
I love it when I intimidate men because I'm
too.
tiny. And it's great. It's a
Rani's-
good
That's why
feeling.
Kosh isn't here tonight. Yeah, not
Too
because
scared.
of PAX.
Too
It's
scared.
just like
I'm
Rani
intimidating.
scares me. Anyway,
Anyway.
more in the news. Kirby passes.
Yeah, so sad.
Yeah, it is super
R.I.P.
sad. I didn't know
Yeah.
the backstory either. It was very interesting. That he was actually a lawyer for Nintendo.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
I had no idea until you told us today.
Yeah, well, you've been informed.
Yes.
And they named
Today I
Kirby
learned.
after him. Yeah.
Also, I didn't get a chance to mention it in the pre-recorded news, but Doom Eternal is being bumped back by 3 months from release.
Oh no.
Yeah, that
That's
came out
3
this
extra
morning.
months to raise the money to buy it, obviously.
To raise the money. I'll just get
That's
my
a move.
GoFundMe going.
I need to buy Doot, please.
Dude.
So how are we feeling about that? Is it sad, happy they're going to be getting it?
I don't think Kosh is
Right.
too happy.
But I mean, it's more time for them to work on it and make it perfect.
Well, that's what they
It's
were
less
saying.
crunch time, too.
Yeah,
isn't it?
exactly.
Exactly. I'm always like, as much as it sucks having to wait longer for games, because like Animal Crossing got pushed back to March next year
Yeah.
as well. When I heard it, I wasn't like, oh, god damn it, Nintendo. I was just like, that's fine, because I know that the game I'm going to get is going to be.
Yeah, I'd 100% rather wait
The
for
problem
a game
is-
if it means people are going to, like, less... It's going to be less people
That's true.
Stressing. And
stressing and, like, missing
Crunching.
time with their families. Like, yeah, less crunch
exactly.
time.
The only problem is if, like, you push back the date, not just once but twice, and then the game is still shocking.
Looking at you,
Then
Final
it's an
Fantasy.
Oh, ouch.
Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts. Looking at
Square
you, Men's
Enix.
Go.
Oh.
No Men's Go.
It finally got there, apparently.
Okay.
Yeah, it did
I don't
eventually.
trust it.
People
Yeah.
like it now.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
don't like it now.
Nah.
But it was not worth it when it came out, which is a shame. But, again, longer wait times. I mean, Nintendo does it a lot, but then they always deliver on it.
Yeah.
So,
I think they're one of the longest running games company in the world is Nintendo.
I think so.
Yeah.
130 years or something like that.
Yeah, they started as a card company.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And making pachinko machines.
Yeah, in Japan
Yeah.
originally.
Wow. My brain just had
Same
a
with
moment
Atari.
where it was like,
Yeah, Atari is-
game, but no computer? What?
No sets are an institution.
But button! but button! No screen? Game? God.
People be like, oh, gamers are so bad. They sit there in front and play games all day, and it's like, what about all those really there's much elderly people who sit there and play chess
Or solitaire.
or solitaire, or like, why is that different?
No,
Because
but
it's not
that-
as
Mahjong at my
It's
mum.
Mahjong. At mum.
giant dominoes. Gosh,
Supposedly, those things teach you skills, as if video games don't teach you any skills.
the muscle memory and like the reflexes that pro gamers have is insane.
Oh, I'm doing an entire project at uni right now about what video games can teach you and the educational benefits of video games.
Just like the
So good.
the reflexes thing really shocked me because the small pieces of information, like people react to a pixel and they know it's an enemy at a distance, and just like to snap straight away onto like a headshot, for example, as instantly as they do, which is like a 0.5 of a second.
God.
Absolutely amazes me.
Think about
And
how
people go,
good
"Ah,
they'd
it's
be
no
as
skill."
drivers.
Yeah.
It's like the kid who won Fortnite, like $4 million or something.
yeah.
Because he has
Amazing.
skill. He's extraordinarily talented.
Yeah, and
couldn't
it
do
takes
that.
time to develop that, and you can be developing that. I don't know why we're not, because it makes for, slightly more aware people.
Oh, wake up, sheeple. I know, though, I couldn't do that. Like, I couldn't do the stuff they do. I think something, like an enemy comes out in a game I'm playing, and I'm like, oh, God, hang on. I'll pause this. Oh, go. Hang on, just wait. What gun do I have? Oh, my God, hang on. Wait.
That's a gun? It shoots knives.
Wait. And then I'll unpause it, and it's like an NPC. I'm like, oh. All right.
It's just a reflection of your own player in the wall.
It's me,
Like-
just looking at myself in the TV.
Yeah, but I mean, it teaches, goal setting and
Something else
strategy, though.
building.
And-
yeah.
An interesting milestone or something to be aware of with Untitled Goose Game was that it's one of the first mess 'em up games that's made it big that is about creating a chaotic environment
I love it so
that
much.
involves
Studio.
no gun violence or no
Yeah.
horrific or gruesome scenes,
Yeah.
which is
perfect.
amazing.
I love
And
it so much.
It's amazing to me that in 2K19 it's taken that long for someone to cultivate that. If that
Yeah,
makes sense.
I know, yeah. It's amazing because it's just like it just tapped into this little niche that I don't think anyone knew was there, and it's just exploded. Like that 4 guys from Melbourne. Obviously, they had a lot of other people come in and do other bits, but that House have accomplished this is amazing, and I think it's incredible.
This is also the
so
second
happy
game
for
they've
them.
ever made.
Yeah.
Which is
That's insane.
Yeah.
it is insane. This is the second game they've ever made as an indie company.
Right.
And then when they actually released the trailer originally in 2017, Panic, US publishing company, picked them up after that,
Yeah.
which helped support them create the rest of Untitled Goose Game.
It's
And
awesome.
now they're like pretty much set to go
Yeah.
as a company, which is fantastic because they obviously
Deserve
got
it.
it.
they
Yeah.
well and truly deserve it.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Such a good game.
It's so fun, eh?
I've watched some of my favorite streamers play it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, my favorite streamers who are often like Chicago, who don't really know much about the
Yeah.
indie Australian community, are playing a
Playing it,
game from
yeah.
Melbourne. And it's
cool, right?
heartwarming.
Yeah.
And it's like whenever you watch a big name film, it's particularly Marvel films, and you sit there through the credits because you know you got to, and then you see Screen Queensland, and you're like, oh my god, that's us.
I've never noticed that, but
Cool. Oh my god.
It's always there. It's like the last thing, and sponsored by the Australian government as well. It's like the last 2 things that you'll see in movie credits, because
cool.
we
I feel
have
like
a lot
I
of
want
that now.
to go down the Australian government path, but I'm not going to.
We've already yelled about that in here.
Oh, deep.
On that
Let's
note,
not get political tonight.
Just think about gooses, you know?
Goose.
Yeah.
Geese?
Be the goose.
Geese,
the
goosies.
Geese.
Geese
I'm
terrify
the
me.
goosey. Hey, that was pretty good. I'm going to sample that later.
Thank you.
Soundboard.
I'm very good at making honk noises because ibises are my favourite bird.
All right, I want to talk about something something.
I want
less-
to talk about something.
I want to talk about The Sims.
Yes,
But I have to premise this with I'm coming out right now.
You're
I'm
coming
a bit
out.
of a spooky witch, and I am wholeheartedly into the witchcraft, guys.
Yes.
So this
Spooky
Sims,
witches.
this Sims pack is like my jam. I was so excited.
Me
you
too.
have no idea. I was sitting there making my little witch cottage today, and I was just like, oh my god, I'm so excited. I wish my actual house could look like this.
I was about to say she's making her witch cottage, and then she started playing Sims 4.
Yes.
Yes. Dude, I found this stick on the ground. Like, in real life, this happened. I saw it and I was like, that is a good stick. I picked it up. I was walking to Woolworths.
Simple things.
I
That
was
is a good
walking
stick.
to Woolworths, and I put it down because I didn't want to walk into Woolworths carrying a stick because I'm a 21. I am an adult, right? I don't
I am an
actually
adult.
look like a small child. I cannot carry a stick into Woolworths, and I left it outside of this restaurant. And like 3 days later, I came back and the stick was still there, so I took it home.
Meant to
And I was
be.
like, that stick
to
is
be.
yeah, exactly. And it's like perfect. And my friend was like, you can make that stick into your wand. And
I
I was
knew it.
like, I'm gonna do it.
Just attach
I'm
all these
always
gems
looking
to
for
it.
good
Just do
sticks to make into things like
We
a
love sticks.
pentagram. But okay,
Like a pentagram. We love summoning Satan.
The Sims.
What are you doing later?
It's not satanic though.
no. It's not.
Anyway,
That's a whole other show.
that's a whole other.
Whole other
like
shebang.
Wiccan or
Yeah, it's the five
It's
elements.
protection,
and-
yeah.
okay, we don't have to.
Anyway, the
Back to Sims.
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 So it's a stuff pack.
Yeah, it's
Which
stuff.
is interesting because it's got pretty much everything that an expansion pack would have.
Yeah, it's weird.
But it's cheaper. It's got a new world. It's got like new
With one lot to live in.
Yeah,
Don't get me started.
2 lots. One lot to build on, and then another lot with a little cottage.
It doesn't matter.
Oh my
It's
goodness.
lame.
Yeah. So
I need more lots.
Yeah. The worlds are very big in The Sims 4 now, and it makes me sad.
So bad.
It's got like you can be a spellcaster, you can be different types of
Spellcaster
human, you know.
thingy.
It's got all the house stuff, all the different clothes. It's an expansion pack,
The
but it was
clothes
like
I was excited
half
about.
the price, right?
So I'm under the impression here, Rani, that you're quite positive
I
about
love
the
it.
game, whereas Millie over here is like, meh.
I was so excited, like Rani was, because I love the expansion pack. So I was just as surprised as she was that it was a stuff pack, not an expansion
Yeah,
pack.
it made it so much more worth it.
Yeah.
Because last time, my first show, I reviewed the Island Living
Yeah, that was an expansion pack.
pack, and I regretted the $50 I spent on it.
It was
Right.
not worth $50, that's for sure.
No,
So it's like a whole $20 cheaper for this
Yeah.
one.
this was
Hello, small
absolutely
child.
worth like $30. I think I paid for it.
Yeah, I know. But no, I was just as surprised that it was a stuff pack, so I was happy with that.
Yeah.
But as soon as I booted it up and I was like, I'm going to make this cute little witch character and she's so beautiful, and then I was like, oh, there's only one lot to live in because I hate building. So I was just like, let me move in.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'll get a laptop, just do the usual sim stuff. And then no one came to my door, number one, for ages. And I'm like, hello,
I had,
where's my
6 people
welcoming
turn
party?
up where's my welcoming party?
Yeah,
Soon
you get,
as I hit
you get a
play.
welcoming party when you
Yeah.
move into the neighborhood. So they didn't turn up first, then they turned up and they wouldn't talk to me. I'm like, okay, cool.
One of them brought a really,
rude.
really bad fruit cake
Oh,
that
good.
my sim keeps eating and
then she gets
regretting. She's like, "Oh, what did I eat?" And I'm like, "Stop! Throw out the fruit cake."
I just threw it out. As soon as they give it to me, I'm like, in the bin. But yeah, then I found the magical world and everything. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, this might actually get good now, and I'll learn how to be a spellcaster and everything. And I'm bored
Yeah, it's not
because they're just
lot.
click, it's like basically playing League. Click, 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 click. And I'm like, it's not interesting. I want my sim to be like, "Whatcha," sort of thing. Do this cool thing, but then you have to take you learn one spell, and then you have to go read a book, and then you learn one spell, then you have to go read another book. It's like, I'm bored.
It's not
Right,
as
okay.
practical as when when you're teaching your sim to learn an instrument or something. But, so, for example, you can get cauldrons. So, one, I keep making mac and cheese in my cauldron, because you can make mac and cheese in your cauldron. But then you can...
That is, I'm sorry, that is the most 2019 witch stuff I've ever heard in my life. What are you doing? Just making mac and cheese in my cauldron. You know.
But YouTube tutorial.
Yeah.
It's so good.
You can experiment in the cauldron, so that's what my sim is doing. And I have her sitting there actually experimenting. You can see her, like, what she's doing. She's not just reading a book.
Yeah, I've only just started doing that, so things might change.
So it might just be, like, the different ways that you learn about things. Because I suppose even in that sort of real, air quotes, real life, whatever you're doing, when we're trying to learn spells, you read a lot about them, because and most people come up with their own spells instead, and so you do a lot of reading, you kind of write down what you want, and then you try it, and you trial and error, and you test run it. When it comes to, like, making potions or concoctions or oils, you are always experimenting, and it's very hands-on, and it's very sort of a tactile thing that you get to do. And of course you can grow things. You can grow magical herbs, I think it is. Yeah. Magical plants.
Yeah, you pick them up, like, around the school that you go to. There's, like, little seeds, and you pick them up. Oh, okay.
You research them, harvest them, use them.
Yeah. You get that sort of, like, extra herbology point. Yeah. That's not the right term, but, like, there is, like, a skill of gardening. But when you want to be, like, there's another, like, career with, like, something to do with nature as well, like, that already all the way up. So if you want to, like, change careers halfway through, like, it all helps you in the end. But yeah, I was just like, I was a little unimpressed, is probably the way to put it. Right. But let me just say, I've forgotten his name. Their name, sorry, excuse me, I misgendered them. Their name. Yeah. The new person in it, they're just amazing. They're so beautiful, the blonde one.
Oh, I don't know if I've, like, interacted with them yet.
They're so beautiful. They, which is actually I wanted to talk about. The Sims implemented a little while ago that your sim can be transgender, or just not go by any gender. So non-binary, fluid.
That's amazing.
Whatever you'd like. You can change, like, their preference to have what genitalia.
Do you have a different, like, extra pack? Because I'm not sure I've come across this.
No,
just the stock
standard. Cool. It's in the Creator Sim. I'm a Creator Sim player. Yeah, so I just sit there and I just create characters and I play them for a little bit and then go delete. So I'm not the one. I'm like, I'm going to play you till you die.
I like to build.
Yeah. So everyone's a different sort of Sims player. But what it was really interesting for this pack, everyone was, like, thirsting over this new character that everyone thought was a male character, because every stuff pack or expansion pack has, like, one hot guy that they're like, make babies with him, that sort of thing. But as it turned out, they're non-binary. So it's really impressive that everyone was just like, oh, you're so hot, then all of a sudden it's like, actually, they're non-binary and they're still attractive. Like, that sort of thing. That's not like, you know, some gross dude over there.
So you're saying that they put me in this game?
Yeah, they put you in the game, Evie. Yeah. You gorgeous being, you. But it's fantastic because he's also... They're also an elder of sorts of the magic. So you talk to them to learn magic.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So you improve their relationship with... like, your relationship with them. So it's just really... not forced interaction, but, like, they're... an integral part of the story, not just, like, inclusion.
Right. Yeah, I think
it's really great. I actually really enjoyed that about this pack because they're important.
Yeah. I think for me it was the fact that it was a stuff pack, because I've never bought a stuff pack before. I have so many Sims 3 expansion packs, but never a stuff pack, because I can never really justify the money for a stuff pack if it was just stuff.
Right.
But I think because it was a stuff pack, and I wasn't spending as much money on it, but it was close to an expansion pack, I was less disappointed by the fact that there weren't as many things.
How much did it cost?
I have an Origin membership, so for me it was $27.99.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Mine was $30.
So I think the usual
so it's affordable
price is
for what you get. It's sort of reasonable. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's good, but
and it's pretty.
Don't expect an expansion pack. So I think that was my thing. I was just like, oh my god, it's going to be so
it was sort
big,
of oversold and the hype got a bit too much.
Yeah, because then all of a sudden it was like stuff?
Yeah,
Okay.
I looked in
Yeah,
expansion
yeah.
packs for it.
So did I.
And then when it wasn't there, and it was like stuff packs, I don't know what just happened. That's witchcraft.
Yeah, we're
A
talking
light just came on.
Yeah, it was really dark in here
It's
in the
been
studio a moment ago,
flickering
and then
for a
all of a
while.
sudden the light came on.
But yeah, I was looking in expansion packs, and then I saw it was in the stuff packs, and I was like,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a hoe for magic, but alright.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Get it.
you should do
Get
it.
it. Yeah, it's so much fun.
Have a play. If you like The Sims, it's worthwhile to add to your collection.
Yes.
Fantastic. Well, it's been a really good show, guys.
Yeah.
I've had fun.
I've
It
had
has
fun
been
too.
Yeah, we're
Sorry for the
gonna
chaos.
we're gonna
chaotic.
leave you. My name's Evie, and I was here with Caitlin, Rani,
Yes.
and Millie.
Hi.
Have fun. Enjoy the rest of your time.
Bye.